My view is that at this point in the United States, the Republican Party is more in line with a meritocracy and with personal freedom.
That's Elon Musk telling Jordan Peterson why he decided to leave the left and support Donald Trump in the 2024 election. Welcome to Nerk News, I'm Nerkish, and it looks like Elon Musk has now been fully red-pilled and is entirely committed to the right. In recent years, he's been hypercritical of Biden and the Democrats, he's urged people to vote Republican in the midterms, and after the failed assassination attempt on Donald Trump, Musk tweeted that he fully endorses him for president, which naturally made him a target for the left.
So you've obviously decided to lay your efforts down on the side of the Trump administration in the forthcoming election, and so
I think it's really, I think we need a change of administration. I think many years ago I think probably the Democratic Party was the party of meritocracy and of personal freedom. They used to be the free speech party. And these days they seem to be the censorship party under the guise of hate speech. So weirdly, in my view, the Republican Party is actually the party of that's the meritocracy party.
You know, what Elon's saying is becoming more and more common with disaffected liberals, and I can completely relate to it because I felt the same way when I was young. But if you really think about it, the left only ever pushed free speech as a way to dismantle tradition and erode culture. They only ever brought it up to use it as a shield to push vulgarity and things like burning flags and attacking Christianity. By contrast, the right champions it as a virtue and a means of delivering necessary but uncomfortable truths in an insane world.
Because the Democrats are also promoting DEI, which is really just another form of racism and sexism.
It's the most pernicious form, I think, actually.
Right. So it's anti-meritocratic. DEI is fundamentally anti-meritocratic. So then
it insists on dividing people by groups.
Right.
As the primary, what would you say, conceptual distinction between individuals?
Yes.
Race,
in fact,
ethnicity, sex.
I think the Democratic Party is stoking division.
I think the evidence for that's clear. All of this group identity nonsense has made things much more. I can see it in Toronto. When my kids grew up in Toronto downtown, I would say they were race, ethnicity, and gender blind.
Right.
Seriously.
Yeah.
They had an unbelievably diverse range of friends, and no one cared.
Sure.
And even in Toronto, that started to shift around with this emphasis on group division. It's a really ugly thing to see. So yeah, not good. Not good.
Peterson is absolutely right about this, and it'll never end if the left gets their way. Identity groups will continue to break down into smaller and smaller subsets that the establishment can manipulate and pit against each other. You see it with the alphabet stuff. You see it with the ridiculous hybrid socioeconomic designations they pair with disability and sexuality. You know, the left likes to pretend that if we just opened our borders or all became the same shade of brown and redistributed wealth, there'd be no prejudice or hate. But that's an after-school special understanding of human nature. What we need to do is understand our differences and return to having shared values as Americans, not these meaningless nonsense groups they create. But let me know what you think. Can you relate